Huh.
Guys, good evening. Hope you're all well. A bit of a weird one, this one, but I am a slave to your requests, and I've been asked a few times now how I clean and lubricate my chain. So I'm just going to do a quick couple of minute video on what I do, what tools you're going to need. I've just set the GoPro up in the camera. I've not got my normal audio kit, so you might hear a couple of fences rattling, or maybe the door even. It is blowing a hoolie out there. It's 35-40 mile an hour winds, so apologies for that if you do hear that. If you don't, belting. So what I use, let me just show you the chain first. It's got about 400 miles on this now since I last did it, so you can see, try and keep it out of the shadows. You can see there it's not too bad at all. It's fairly clean. It's I try and do it every sort of 300 miles, and I use, let me get you back in picture, I use this stuff, WD-40 Specialist Motorbike Chain Wax. It goes on and it stays on. It doesn't flick all over the tyre and all over the rear fender, etc, etc. And I clean it with this stuff, GT85 with PTFE. I don't like using strong degreasers or abrasives to try and get the muck off. Basically I just use the soak it till it comes off method, basically rinsing the chain. So what I do first is put the bike on a stand, so we've got movement. Chain's a bit dirty there actually, it's a bit grubby. Put some paper on the floor to protect the concrete, and then maybe put a piece of cardboard at the back of there where I'm going to be spraying the cleaner and the wax. So let me do that, I'll come straight back to you. Okay, so there we go, that's the floor protected and the bike protected where I'm going to be spraying the cleaner, so it'll just run down the cardboard onto the paper, all get soaked up, not a problem. So what I'll do first of all is spray the entire chain. You don't need a lot, just soak it through. Now what you will find is the moisture, or the PTFE GT85 will run off at the other end, so just be mindful of that. It is a bit of a messy job, and when we start cleaning I tend to always wear gloves, because it gets in everywhere. This stuff gets in all the grains of your hands. So we're nearly all the way around now. That cardboard's not got quite big enough, is it? It's going right on there. That's better. Nearly there anyway. Okay, once we've got it all covered, use this C cup end of your tool, place that under the chain, on the chain, over the chain, whichever way you feel most comfortable. I'm going to need to shift this cardboard now, get it in there, push it on and give the chain a good rubbing. See the muck start to shift, give it a good proper clean. Then once you've rubbed it all, I'll speed this up for you, but once you've rubbed it all the crap that's on there now, all this here, all this crap there, we're just going to rinse that off, and then you're back in shot yet. Rinse that all off, and then wipe it all down till it's clean, ready for the recoating of the wax. Now it is best practice, so I'm told, to get the chain nice and warm before you do this. So go out for 20 minutes or so on your bike, get the chain nice and warm. That loosens up any residue oil on the chain, so you can get all the crap out of it. And I haven't done that today. This is just for the purpose of showing you lot what I do. So normally I would go out and have a run around, but as I work in the brush along, the brush is getting the back face, front face, and the rollers. Occasionally those bristles will reach in between the links as well, but not very well. But it's better than nothing. They do say putting anything on your chain, even engine oil, is better than doing nothing. So even if you haven't got the proper stuff, chuck something on. 3-in-1 oil. There's even guys out there just use WD-40 because they like the sparkly chain look. A couple of schools of thought on that as well. They say that WD-40 is no good for your O-rings, but I don't know, I'm no expert on lubricants and penetrants. So get the cardboard back in, and all we're going to do now is rinse that all down. So basically what we've done is we've loosened all the grit and grime that was stuck on with the old wax, loosened it all off with the brush, and then just rinsed it away using the GT85. So now just let that sit and drain a while, and we'll get some rag or some tissue, clean off the excess, make sure all the crap's gone, and then we'll be good to recoat. Once that's been sitting a good 5 minutes, I use this stuff. They call it blue roll, contractor's roll. You get it from Screwfix. It's just basically just paper towel, but it's great for these dirty jobs. Once again, front and back faces, and there you go, all the crap that comes off. I think we can lose this cardboard now as well, for now. If you are doing this, and I've seen it done, don't put your fingers there, because you move that wheel that way, it's going to make a very nasty mess with your fingers. And for whatever you do, for God's sake, don't try and do it with the engine on and put it in gear so the chain spins round. I've seen a guy, or heard of a guy, not seen it myself, I've heard of a guy who actually lost a finger doing that. He took his finger in and took it off. So, not that I'm trying to teach my granny to suck eggs, but there are people out there who want to know. So that's the beauty of YouTube. Go round and round, even 2 or 3 times. Fresh piece of tissue. Round and round until you're happy that you've got all of what you can get off. If you want to, you can go at it with a clean toothbrush or another soft brush and get in between each link. I never go to that extreme, but it does look pretty when it's done. But yeah, all I'm interested in is those O-rings are lubricated and I'm protecting my chain from wear and tear, or excessive wear and tear should I say. Again, always keep your hand and your fingers on the outside of the chain away from those nasty teeth, because trust me, it'll hurt, and it'll hurt a lot. The dirt's still coming off. One more pass should do it, I think. One more pass. Now periodically I'll do the rear sprocket and the front sprocket as well. I'll take the plastic casing off and do the front sprocket and the rear sprocket, but currently it's not too bad. Now I'm lucky in the fact that I rarely take my bike out, if I can help it, in the wet, so it's quite easy to look after my chain. But if you're using your bike as an everyday ride and you live somewhere like the UK where it rains a lot, you're going to need more maintenance, I think, than every 300-400 miles. But it should last you good at least 10,000 miles. If you look after it. People have had 30,000 out of a chain, but yeah, if you look after it and don't let those rollers wear, keep it nicely lubricated, it should be okay. Right, that dirt's getting less and less now, so I think we're good there. A bit of a polish and look after her. Okay, let's throw away the crap. Let's get our cardboard, turn it round, back up into there again. Yeah, this stuff, WD-40 motorbike chain wax, it's not expensive, I don't think. About 7 or 8 quid, maybe 9, I think, from memory, last time I bought some. And I've done the chain. Oh, there you go. It is written on it. £9.99. Sorry, it's a tenner. But I've used this now 6, 7, 8 times. You don't need a lot. It's got a little steel ball in. It's a rattle can. Give it a good shake for a minute, 2 minutes. Basically till your arm hurts, and then you're good to go. Okay, now the trick with the wax, and well, with any lubricant really on a chain, is go for the inside, because the movement of the chain going round and round, I put shit all over the bike, movement of the chain going round and round, centrifugal force will throw it out to the outside anyway, so don't be throwing wax and oil on the outside of the chain, because it's just going to fling it off and cover the back of your bike in crap. So go for the inside, and as it goes round and round and round, it'll get thrown through anyway. Trust me, you don't need a lot. So just a quick squidge. Move along. Move along. There you go. We've come round to begin again. And basically, that's how I look after my chain. I will probably go let that just set for a couple of minutes, and then I'll probably just run a soft rag around the outside, down there, just to rub that wax over the entire link more than try and remove it. A bit like that, but I'm using my thumb. That way it just gives it a little bit of protection. I don't usually bother with the other side. A, I can't see it, and B, it's a pain in the ass to get to. Notice when I'm doing this, I'm moving this and this apart, away from my thumb, not that way. So before any of you comment saying, you've got that thumb a bit near, I'm going the other way. And there you go, that's it, that's done. Each link covered, the wax is in there, that'll get thrown out, job's a good one. All you got to do now is tidy up all the crap on the floor, dispose of it properly because it is contaminated, and there you go. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope whoever needed to know you found it useful. We'll see you again in the next one. Cheerio.